What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Hanging with Old Lew. I'm your host,
Hey now,
Joshua
everybody.
Sidrak. To the left-hand side is my man, Old Lew. Old Lew, what's new? What's good?
What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing? Shit.
Doing
Hey,
sunglasses change.
there you go. I like that mid-show, mid-show. As you can see, I even picked up a new pair of my damn self. So, yeah, I had to give me a little Christmas present to myself. Just out here chilling. How you been, my brother?
Good. My insurance company buys me glasses. Both pairs that I'm wearing
Mm.
today are from my insurance company. So,
Uh,
um,
I have to talk to my company about that. I'll
well,
get
you just
together
need
with
to
the
get
cap.
prescription glasses.
Mm. Well, I do have that. I do have that.
So you
That's
know,
what.
So when I've
What's
got
that?
my, so for all you who are listening at home, I know we said it before, but you can find this on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube video comes out always. It comes out before the audio version because that's just the easiest way for me to do it. Um,
Easy peasy.
not ideal, I agree, but until we get 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, we can't stream live for reasons unknown. So we can't be like,
That,
and the reason why they do that is like because fucking jihadis in like Pakistan, Pakistan, Afghanistan,
that's kind of
you know,
some stand out there.
beheading people live on YouTube. Like they stopped that shit. These motherfuckers
What
ruin
the
it for everybody. Like
fucking jihadists?
these ISIS fucks.
Fuck. I hope they don't die in war and don't get their 72 virgins. Fuck them.
Well, I was hearing an interesting story. Someone was saying like, well, 72 versions, like that's not like a thing. It's kind of like, when little kids say, I have 1 million, I don't know, Pokemon cards, when they've got like
Right.
35 or something, or like, I'll bet you 6,000 marbles
Yeah, and you
that
only got like 12.
it's just some like really like uh childish kind of naive thing like 72 versions. Well, fuck, that's a lot of them.
That's a
I
lot of
can't
virgins.
believe that shit. So,
that's, that's really called putting 10 down on 100 like a motherfucker, huh?
yeah, just
Seventy.
finishing up the gritty part of my athletic greens. Uh, I, uh,
Some good
I'm
shit right
kicking,
there.
yeah, I'm kicking my supplements into high gear as we end this. Some would say, and I think probably by most accounts, consensus that the year 2020 hasn't been the best year. Um, but for myself, you know, outside of not being able to leave your house and everyone has masks on and is terrified, besides that,
Hmm.
it's been pretty okay for me.
That's okay. Ring your bell, motherfucker. Ring your bell.
but
Somebody's got to have something good in this goddamn 2020.
but I feel like part of that is because I've done tried to do as best I could of taking care of myself and like doing exercising, taking all my supplements. I probably like 20 supplements a day,
Damn.
like
Damn.
pill form, and then these athletic greens, which we've talked about ad nauseum on the show, um,
Hmm.
vitamin D gummies, emergency, all that shit. I'm loaded
You
to the
name it, you
gills,
got it.
loaded to the gills with nutrients, but god damn, I look pasty as fuck, don't I?
Yeah, you
I
do.
look
You
like,
look, yeah, you're
there we
looking a
go.
little bit more white than usual. Yeah, you're right.
Well,
Hmm.
this is South Dakota and it is the end of December. So we don't see the sun very
Exactly.
often.
Yeah. Hey, we got as long as you wear your sunglasses, we can see you. Goddamn it, you're not that way.
Mm.
Look at
So
that, getting your brain.
we just wrapped up Hanukkah on Thursday. We had a
Oh
successful
shit.
Hanukkah. Um, we actually lit the menorah every day, I think, except for one day.
Oh.
And
Okay.
the kids looked forward to it and they wanted to say the prayers and hear the Hanukkah songs and all that. So I count that as a successful Hanukkah.
Oh, that is.
Yes.
That is. So you're out there singing Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel and
No,
stuff like that.
no. There's like a there's like a I don't know what they're called.
The Torah, is that
That's
what it
the
is?
Bible. The Torah is our holy book.
Bible. Oh, okay. See, what do I know? I'm a heathen. Am I not knowing?
I would just say a bastard.
Oh, bastard. Okay, I like that.
In our time, you are a bastard. Uh, by the t- so let's get into it, Old Lew. There's so much to talk about.
there.
First, I think we can start with our Instagram post of us drinking our beverages with Tom Cruise. I mean, you know, this is the thing. I get it. I get what he's saying, right? Like, he's trying to run this. There's probably a lot of pressure on him to get this movie out. This is a really
Yep.
expensive, big budget movie. He's the executive producer on these movies, right? So, like, it's his ass on the line. They're not really making movies right now. And maybe, I don't know if this is true. I'm not some fucking Hollywood insider, but maybe there's the possibility that there are other studios like looking at them to see can they make this movie because this movie's already been put on hold once, right?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I could see them saying that because don't they have doesn't shit? I think they're trying to do that also in New Zealand with the Avatar movie. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Tom Cruise has a lot on his fucking plate, his mind, So maybe that's why he had to have his shit attack, huh?
Well, I'm just saying that I, I get the pressure that he's under, but like, I can't fucking stand people screaming at other people about wearing masks. Like, you need to get
No.
socked in the fucking jaw. Like,
Yeah.
good for you, you've got a mask on. Like, if the other day, I saw a couple of friends of mine. I was with them. I was wearing a mask. I was with people I didn't know very well. We're all social distancing. We're inside our business, going over some stuff with them. But then some people came in who I knew. We went upstairs to the office. We took our masks off and we just chatted for a while. If anybody would have come up into my shit and been like, "What the fuck? You better put a fucking mask on," they would have
Oh.
gotten
Oh.
knocked out. And you know, of course, that
Yes.
wouldn't
Yes.
happen here in South Dakota because everyone fucking minds their P's and Q's. This ain't fucking California where but everybody thinks that their business is your business. Like
Yeah. Shit. I always say, I even tell the kids, I'm like, look, if somebody's not wearing a mask, just walk to the other side of them. Who gives a fuck? I mean, that you can do that instead of saying, hey, put your mask on. Because sure enough, they don't fucking want to have their mask on and they're just waiting for somebody to say something to them.
well, there's a
So,
certain percentage of people that are. It's like
yeah.
it's that, well, I'm looking for a fight kind of thing.
Hmm.
Whether you be wearing like, a Red Sox hat in the Bronx, or go Army when you're on the Air Force campus or
Or,
something.
yeah, yeah, or you're wearing the Chiefs uniform while you're on the Raiders sidelines. Yeah, yeah. I
It
mean, that
there's some people that are just looking to fight. You know,
that's all they are.
and those are the kind
Hmm.
of people you want to avoid. Like, you don't go
Yep,
to those people and go like, "Oh, you want to fight? So here, let me give you a reason to fight."
exactly. You just
Ugh.
keep on minding your own goddamn business. Walk around them. Ain't no thing. I mean, and even because I've walked around motherfuckers, and they've said little stupid thing like, oh, made the sheep sound and all that shit. But hey, it ain't bothering me none. I'm just gonna keep on going. Ain't no big thing. I mean,
Yeah, well,
because what do you?
that's the thing is like there's these dumb pieces of shit who aren't going to believe anything anyway. So why do you fuck you? Who cares? Like,
Yeah,
you know, I've I've seen that shit too. It ain't happened to me, but you know, it, who cares? It's like
yeah.
I'll wear a mask at the supermarket. Ain't no big deal to
Hmm.
me. But like for Tom Cruise to go out and screaming at these motherfuckers, and apparently he did it again. He did it like twice. It's like,
Twice. Yeah,
what the fuck can you say to him? Like, hey man, stop fucking
that's
yelling at me. I ain't,
exactly.
I ain't,
That's what
I
I'm
ain't
saying.
your, I ain't your little
That's your big.
boy.
Yeah,
You know,
I
like,
mean, can you imagine him yelling at you or me?
oof,
Like you sitting there at work and motherfucker come up and like go off at you and yell. You'd be like, hold on, motherfucker. I need some help moving some furniture over here. Come on, let's go move some fucking furniture. You'd be like, what the fuck? I mean, really?
yeah,
You're right. The people that he's yelling at have no recourse, have nothing to
right.
say. They just have to stand there and fucking take it.
And
You
that's the
know?
thing that gets me, you know, like, so they're getting fired either way, right? In Tom Cruise's eye.
Yeah.
If they talk
I,
back to him, they're getting fired. They do it again, they're getting
right.
fired. They might get fired anyway because he just might freak out about something, you know? And it's
Right.
like, you know, I've been in that position. I've been at where the boss is yelling at me, I need this job, and I've just been like, fuck it. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suck my dick.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been in that
Suck my
position.
no way out.
I've been in that position, you know, with lesser people than Tom Cruise yelling at me. And as a man, you have to make a stand, you know, like you can't talk to me that way. Like here's the thing is like if we're all buddies, we all work together every day. We're, you know, I'm grabbing this and he's grabbing the same thing. We're lifting it over here. Then somebody rubs their nose or, you know, scratches their
Right.
ear, whatever. We're in close contact. Like there
I,
ain't nothing. We're not in hazmat suits. We're wearing a piece of cloth over our face, which helps.
right.
Everyone knows, but it ain't 100% foolproof. It ain't like I just put on Wonder Woman's fucking magic lasso.
Exactly. Exactly. And you're not worried about the shit. Then you got a boss who comes in, fucking rips you a new one, and you're trying to stay even on time and ahead for everything. And again, what do? You just sitting there and like I forget some of the shit that he was saying to him. But it's like, yeah, you just have to drop your props and be like, all right, motherfucker, you're gonna have to have the whole crew hold me back, really, right? I
Well,
mean, if you're gonna be, I'd be like, that's the way to go out. I mean, you know what they say: if you're gonna be a bear, be a grizzly. I drop my shit and be like, look, this whole cast is gonna have to hold me back, you know,
yeah.
because you know
It's
it
just
already seems like my name is gonna be Mud, so I'm just gonna make it stick there. God damn it, here.
right. Well, the other thing is like, why the fuck you yelling at the little people? Like that's all the elites are doing, are yelling
Mm-hmm.
at you, scolding you. Jeffrey, now don't you
Mm-hmm.
go out and have people come over for Christmas,
Yeah.
you fucking selfish bastard. You want to have people over for Thanksgiving? You want to go see your friends? Fuck you.
How
You better
dare you?
stay the fuck home. Meanwhile,
Mm-hmm.
Gavin Newsom, London Breed, Nancy Pelosi, Governor Kate Brown, all these motherfuckers, hold my beer. Hold
Oh,
my
with
beer.
the quickness, with the quickness. I mean, they got motherfuckers holding beers that were in like Puerto Rico. I mean, Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah.
Like like literally having a video of, hey, y'all need to stay home for Thanksgiving. You need to see. And this motherfucker is in Puerto Vallarta. You're like, wait a minute, come on, Cletus. That's some horse shit.
And
Now,
and that's the thing where I'm not understanding why folks in California and Oregon, New York, New Jersey, wherever these people are from, Arizona maybe, why the fuck
mm,
why the fuck aren't people going fuck you? And this is where we were arguing about the Staten Island bar owner in the
yep,
pre-show. Like
yep.
what happened to fuck you? You won't I won't do what you tell me. Like this, where
Mm-hmm.
are the fucking liberals? Liberals fucking stand up against government tyranny. Instead, they're falling lockstep. Yep. Well, you know, Governor Newsom, he's doing a
They
great
used to.
job. He's
I
only
mean,
human though.
everything's flopped. Everything's getting flip flopped with the parties. I mean, the Democrats used to do that. Now the Republicans are doing it. Now they're saying that the Democrats are all like greedy, hungry, corporate, and they're all for big business. And that used to be fucking
And now,
the Republicans. Now
and
it's
now the
just it's flipped.
Republicans speak for the little guy. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I
It
know,
doesn't make any
I know.
fucking sense.
It doesn't make sense fucking at all. It doesn't. But that's what they're doing. And
It's
you know,
so let's we did this in the last show, and so you know that I'm looking at the computer screen when I take off my sunglasses and put on my other glasses because
shit, it's about to get
my
real up in here.
my sunglasses are polarized, which means I cannot see a computer screen to save my life. But we did this in the last show, and I just want to do it again. So right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 states. If you go to rt.live, so that's the rate of transmission, 19 states, up from
Right?
what was it, 12 last show?
Yeah. So it was 12. Now it's up. Now it's just up. What, four states?
Well, that would be
That's
7, sir.
seven. My mom. 7.
Arithmetic is your
Uh,
friend. Apparently, COVID also kills the ability to uh, do arithmetic. That's 19 states that are below the rate of transmission, one. So the rate of transmission of 19 states, my state being one of them.
right.
Uh, most of these states, brace yourself, are Republican led states.
No.
We have, yes, we did this in the last show. We did this in the last show. If you don't
I mean,
remember,
it hadn't changed. Come on. It changed. No, it's still Republican states.
yeah.
Uh,
So starting
oh.
with Idaho being the closest to one, DC,
Mm,
which is Democratic led, Missouri, Wisconsin, Ohio, Nebraska, South Dakota, Rhode Island, Iowa, Minnesota, Illinois, New Mexico, New Jersey, Wyoming, Michigan, Alaska, Montana, North Dakota, and Washington.
mm, okay. Damn, that's a lot. That's a
So, California is third, Texas is fourth, Mississippi is fifth.
lot. Oh,
So,
Mississippi is?
yeah, I mean, let's be real though that there are a lot of Republican-led states that are also really bad off right now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
Oklahoma
a
comes to
mix.
mind.
Yeah, Florida. I mean, it's a mix. It's the thing is which we all know what the problem is that there's not a not everybody's not together on this.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah.
And yeah, and so now we got to fight back and forth because some people feel this way. I mean, even now they're talking about cutting down the time of quarantine from 14 days down to 10 days.
I think they've been talking about that for a while though, because
Yeah, but I think they're.
that's what
Mhm.
I was told back in September when we were exposed.
Oh no, I just started hearing about it maybe like 2 weeks ago about that the CDC was talking about changing. But anyway, they're talking about going from 10 to 14. I mean 14 to 10. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean we're learning along the way with it all. It's just that you still got some motherfuckers that just don't believe. They just they don't realize like, look, in some instances, yes, I should wear my fucking mask.
Mm-hmm.
Just in some instances. But to be all out defiant and really like downplay some of the shit, uh, some I just don't get it. It just seems like it just seems like they don't. I just want to say love their country. I mean, that's the only way I could put it because
I don't know.
I just.
I
Mhm.
don't know about that, the loving their country part, but I think they look at what's going on and see it through the skew. So, like we all need to be honest. Politicians are using this as an arbitrary thing to control certain groups of people, right?
Mhm.
Why are schools closed in California? Science says that kids aren't transmitting it. They aren't getting it. They're not transmitting it. Schools operate as a necessary, a front line, if you would, of the community is the school system. Kids get most of their meals there. They get most of
Yep.
their nurturing there, and certainly most of their
Mhm.
learning there. They get most of their recreation there. All this shit. This is known. They said that as soon as the schools shut down, 1 in 7 kids was going hungry every day. We
Oh
know
yeah.
through science, and the research that's been done that kids are not getting it and they're not transmitting it. But yet schools remain closed. Why? Because the teachers union tells the governor that they should be closed. And so people
Yeah.
see this and they go, "What the fuck? That's fucked up. Why are my kids? Why are my can't my kids go to school when everything that you can see?" And I'm not saying that these people are breaking it down like I am, like thinking about it critically, because I don't think
Right.
that's
Right.
what's happening, right? I think there's some kind of passing breeze. It's like you smell a hot dog on a breeze, and you're like, "Where's the county fair?" You
You're
know?
like, yeah. Anybody want funnel cake? I'm in the mood for funnel cake. Come on, let's.
Oh my God. Here we have deep fried Twinkies, and then
Oh
we've got
yeah.
this shit called chislic, which is a
Okay.
deep fried steak cube with, oh, I'm gonna butcher it, and the mob is gonna come to my house later tonight and burn my house down. But I think it's
Turn away.
cheese. I think it's like cheese, so it's like a deep fried steak fondue thing.
Damn, that sounds delicious.
And we have these thing called
Oh,
butter burgers, whatever that is.
oh.
I don't want to know.
Oh, wait a minute now. Inquiring minds do want to know. And you're out
Well,
there in the closest. It'd be nice for you to do that and tell us
well,
how
there's
it tastes
places
and
around here that
everything.
advertise their butter burgers on their like marquees.
Damn, butter burger. Well, I tell you that's another heart attack too, huh? Instead of butter burger. What is it? What, are you looking up the cheese or the butter burger?
Butter burger.
Instead of- That sounds a lot better, man. Butter burger. Huh. You could make it a triple B, a butter burger with bacon. Oh shit. That'd be nice. What's on it?
Oh,
Anything good?
basically, it's just a fucking burger cooked in butter. That's the lamest
Oh,
damn thing
really?
I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
Like a burger belongs on the grill. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, exactly. You need to have that. Damn. Yeah, I could cook it all in butter. I don't know. Watch my ass end up trying it and shit. I tell you, my kids though, they're actually pretty good at making those goddamn deep fried Oreos. I had to like stop bringing Oreos home to the house. I was like, no, no, because y'all, they, they're just always making that shit. I'm like, nope, mm-mm, no, no, no.
But these people
Ah,
are seeing, uh, they're seeing their businesses. Like if you had a business, you worked on it was your dad's business, got handed down to you. You have memories
yeah.
of you did your homework in the back of the store, and then you went and stocked soda pop, and you had to
Mm.
sweep up afterwards, and all this, and then all of a sudden, Gavin Newsom says, "Sorry, your business is closed." And then the
Gotta
federal
close it.
government tells you, "Sorry, there's no money for loans." And then the bank says, "Sorry, you're out of luck." What the fuck do? You've lost everything. And I
Everything.
think that some of these people have they've seen it happen. It makes no sense. The government is not coming to the rescue, and they're pissed, and
Mm-mm.
they want, hey, maybe they want to hurt other people, maybe like they want to pick fights with other people, because if you're one of those people who say, "Hey man, where's your mask?" basically you're telling them, "Hey man, I'm glad that your business got shut down.
To
Fuck
them, yeah,
you." you
yeah,
know like, I think that
yeah.
people just aren't seeing the other side of it, like, because most of the people who run the media, who are on social media and all that, they're the fucking pajama class. They're the people who can go to work in their pajamas every day. They just roll out of bed, log onto their computer, and boom, oh, everything's fine. I'm one of those people. I
Yeah,
don't need to
I'm still
shower.
working.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
I'm
still
still
working. I
working.
don't have to worry about it. I don't have a
Yeah,
business that, like you said, that's been in my family forever. I haven't had a business that I fucking had to shut down and then renovated my fucking back so I can have fucking people sitting outside to be told now that I have to shut all my shit down and I got no more money. Like, what am I gonna do?
yeah, and
You know,
and there
and you
there's
can.
there's hundreds of those stories, and the media just ignores them, and instead
They do.
shames you into going, "Well, man, I really like a haircut." You do, you fucking selfish piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. But hey, Raul, my hairstylist, he can't pay his rent. Well, fuck you and fuck him.
Well,
You better stay home because you could
exactly.
kill my grandma. You know, and at
Right,
what
right.
point do people say, "Well, fuck your grandma"? You know,
When
what
they
about
start
my
losing
family?
money, when
Yeah,
they
what
start,
about
when
my
their
family?
yeah, when their family needs to eat, I mean, it just boggles my mind why they're not attacking it from all sides. They're just, one side, and it's like it's bullshit. Like you said, you got motherfuckers that put their whole heart and work into it. Now they got nothing,
Yeah,
and they owe rent, they owe business loans, they all owe this, and they get to hear from not only from the Democratic side, they get to hear from the Republican side too, because they're not trying to help the small businesses out. Not at all. They're not trying to give them money,
no,
and
I mean they're
some of
forking
them
money
even
over
would
to the
say,
airlines.
yeah, to the air. Oh, why you bullshitting, man? Airlines. I have been singing that fucking song for the last 10 goddamn years, and it's the fucking truth. Every time there's almost a new president or something comes up, the airlines have no money and they need to be bailed out. Like, how the fuck, when they show you 2 days ago that airplane travel is up 300%, they're making the seats smaller to put everybody in, and they're still losing money?
Yeah,
Like, they should have been bankrupt 8 years ago, 12 years ago,
yep.
you know, but again, we keep bailing them out. Like, why are they too big? Why are they too big to fail?
Yeah, well, and meanwhile, the government sent you $1,200 back in fucking May, and why don't you? That's not enough for you. That's not
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, and
That's a
fighting.
hundred bucks for the whole year, every month of the year. That's not enough. Meanwhile,
Not enough.
this is the thing. Meanwhile, these people still keep getting paid. You
Yes.
know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if the politicians stop getting paid, and they were under the kind of pressure that everyday Americans are under, I mean,
Yeah.
imagine how quickly things would get fixed.
Well, the thing
They
is too,
honestly don't give a fuck.
they don't. And the thing about it is too, is that you the that they're waiting for them to make a vote about it, to resolution it. It's like, no, motherfuckers, you have to vote that shit on the books. When we have a general fucking election again, if we ever have one, that should be on there, because if you leave it up to the congressmen and senators, which they have been, they vote all that shit down.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like,
Yep.
that's what comes before them. Hey, I'm going to propose this bill that says we don't get paid if this happens. Here you go. And they vote on it. And they all say, fuck you, motherfucker. I need to get paid. And it
Well, it's just
never
like
goes
I was
away.
saying in the last podcast. How is it that Nancy Pelosi, Joe
Mm,
Biden,
mm, mm, mm,
the Clintons, how is it that
mm.
lifelong politicians have hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank? How
You
is that
just said it.
fucking possible?
You just
I
said
think,
it. Lifelong.
you know, well, because they're getting paid from every side. And it's,
Every
you know,
fucking side. Every side. I mean, just think about it. I mean, we talk about, yeah, Nancy does it. All of them do it. Hell, we just see the guy who's in running in Georgia, the white older guy. God, I forget his name. DuPont or something. I forget his name, but him. They're even looking into him because he has a job on one of the committees. And at the beginning of the virus and shit, like, he did
oh, yeah,
something
yeah,
and
yeah.
voted. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, when you see that, we point that out. Like, see, these motherfuckers need to get the fuck out. I mean, they're making money while voting a different way, and we don't know anything about this shit. And when we call it, they usually find some little loophole or this and that. It's fucking horseshit. They're making money. I
Well,
mean,
and that's why when people see that and then they go, "Wait a second. They're living a whole different lifestyle." When you see politicians like Marco Rubio, who has flaunted mask rules, has said the virus is
uh,
fake, the China virus, all this shit,
mm,
never worn a mask. This motherfucker got vaccinated yesterday. I mean, I'm sorry. It's fucking ridiculous.
that is fucking a backhanded fuck you to everybody. Oh, I'm just gonna get this so I can show people that not to be afraid to get the virus. Like, what, motherfucker? We could have found some old Mexican dude or someone or whatever, to fucking come and do this instead of having your monkey ass do it. I
Yeah.
mean,
We
it,
see
it
we
just
see
goes.
the we said frontline responders and the most vulnerable should get this. And now we see that fucking all the elites line up. Here we go. I'm first in line. Fuck that nurse.
I
Remember all
know.
these elites posting, oh my God, these nurses and doctors are such heroes. But when it comes time to get
Yeah,
the vaccine, let me push those motherfuckers out the way.
the yeah,
Move,
yeah.
bitch.
Get out my way, bitch. Yeah, that old fucking in living color skit. Out my way, bitch. I mean, really, that's what they've been doing. I mean, and you're just looking at them and you're going, well, and like you said, you're like, well, I thought it was a hoax. Why, really, why are you going through with it? You know, the only one who hasn't so far gone ahead and done it is the king orange of shit himself, Trump. They keep asking, is he going to get it? Well, you know,
Why
he
does he
had
need to
this.
get it?
And,
He already got it.
yeah.
He already got the virus. Why does
Don't
he need to get it?
aren't, aren't you supposed to get it even if you got the virus?
I
Don't you
think
get
that
one?
I don't know if I
Because they
haven't
were saying
heard.
the antibodies might be out within 3 months or something. Because there's been a few instances where motherfuckers have re-caught it. So there's
There's
a
been like 4 in the entire world. So, see, this
oh
is another way that the
damn.
media uses these kind of exceptions to control you.
Mhm.
Like, oh, you've got the virus. Like, there's a thing in the New York Times right now. Oh, even if you've gotten the virus, you shouldn't travel because, you know, it's just too dangerous for you. It's like, wait a second. I've already got it. I kicked that shit. I can't get it
Right,
again.
right.
And like, well, some people have gotten it again. And it's like, when you actually look at the facts of the matter, there's like 4, 5 cases worldwide, and it's questionable whether or not they actually had it in the first
Had it
place.
in the first place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is it
Ah,
possible? Sure, it might be possible to get it again. But first of
but
all, you're
highly unlikely.
very unlikely. Like you would buy a winning lottery ticket and then get struck by lightning and then bitten by a
Mm,
shark.
mm,
So
damn.
add up the
Would I
odds on
live?
that shit.
Would I live?
What the fuck does it matter? But I think that's why those, I just think that that's why you see the extremes of people coming out. It's like it's understandable in a way. Like, I see people back home and I talk to them all the time. They're fucking terrified. And I'm like, why don't you come out here? Just chill out. Like things are chill here. We got this extra room. I got a whole floor you can stay in. Just chill out. You have your own
Right?
bathroom. And they're like, yeah, I would like to do that, but like then when I'd come back, I'd have to quarantine. Quarantine for what? We're in the
He said,
we're in the green. Like, what do you quarantine from? Well, because I
probably
got
from the
on a
plane ride you're thinking
I
of.
got on an airplane. Well, survey says that airplanes are actually really safe. Are you wearing your mask? Yeah. Okay, then you're good,
You
right?
should be good to go. You should be. You should be.
It's just
You know?
it's just baffling. But anyway, uh uh
Bit.
the COVID stuff off. Let's vaccinate ourselves against talking about COVID for the rest of the show.
Okay. I just took my vaccination right now off the
It's
pack. So
just
that's
you know uh I do want to bring up, since seeing how he's on the way out, and I know that we put him with the elf on the shelf, but
mm, mm,
have you noticed the last basically month,
since the
your
election.
your your man Donald Trump's not in the news cycle anymore. Like,
Yeah.
whatever he says, he's still tweeting, he's still acting the fool, saying ridiculous shit, not in the news anymore.
Yeah, he's not because he doesn't seem like he's got a good chance, but I don't know,
Chance
man.
of what? Chance of what?
Do you think they're going to fuck it up on the floor of the Senate when it's time to vote?
No.
I don't know, man. They
Man,
got the
see,
buddy
this is that
Tommy
fear they've been
Tuberville.
feeding you. This is that fear they've been feeding you. They're like just
They
feeding you.
got all them
They're
senators.
like the Wu-Tang Clan. I'm gonna just keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding
So
you.
you don't think that those senators are going to pull anything?
No, what? Why would
No.
they? It's
They
pull
sucking
what?
Trump's dick right now. They sucking his dick right now.
Mitch McConnell said that
I mean,
Biden is the president-elect.
that's
Well,
and what the turtle says. I mean, what did you think about that crazy shit too? That I mean, what I thought was interesting is like when they were saying Biden's not president elect yet, da 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 da. Like I turned to the kids and because they were asking me, I'm like, technically they are correct. I said, this is what they're waiting for the electoral college. They're being big fucking pricks because they were calling President elect Trump back when the day 2 days after that motherfucker won.
yeah,
So,
and what
but
were the Democrats saying?
oh, that it wasn't a real fucking goddamn election. He's
And
not the
it
real president.
and it was stolen.
Hmm.
Hashtag not my
It was
president.
stolen. Yep, all of that, all of
So
that.
what's the
They
difference?
sure
What's the
did.
difference?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm just saying. I think the difference is that there's more. He has more backing from those senators and congressmen in that fucking out there. I mean, like I
Excuse me,
said,
the first two and a half
mhm.
years of the Trump presidency was nothing but let's try to pin Russian hoaxes on him. Let's try to impeach him. Let's do all
Yeah.
this other
Oh,
bullshit. I mean, what would
but
you
but
think if the
I,
Republicans turn around and do that to Biden? The next two and a
I
half
mean, they
years is
are.
about that.
Oh, oh,
They're
they
impeaching
are.
him. That he they're
Oh, they're
trying to
gonna try
impeach.
to.
Oh Jesus.
They're gonna try to. You don't
Okay.
think they will? You don't
No.
think they will?
No.
I mean, they're
On what?
already pulling his son. They're already trying to pull his
He
son
ain't.
in with him.
Yeah, but he ain't his
I,
son.
I,
They've got you. The media
I
has you so confused. He ain't his son. You
wait,
can't prosecute the dad because of what the son did,
wait,
allegedly.
wait, wait, wait. They don't have me confused at fucking all. I know them fucking Republicans. They're gonna do the same shit that the fucking Democrats did. They're gonna
Exactly.
pull the same
The
bullshit.
same shit. The Democrats
Same
set the
bullshit.
table. The Democrats set the table. Here it comes down the pipe. Let's hope not.
Yep.
I hope you're wrong,
Oh,
but I just
oh,
don't
it's
see it.
coming.
I don't see it because there's no accusations to the Biden campaign about collusion with Russia or China or
Oh,
whatever.
oh, it's coming. You'll see. You'll
No, no.
see. They're
Where is
gonna
it?
fight.
On November, what was it? November 7th, the day after the election, Hillary was
Right?
screaming about how the Russians helped.
Uh,
The
and,
Russians helped.
and,
This is an illegitimate president. That's what she said. It was
yep.
illegitimate president.
She
Her
said it
words.
all the time. I know. Still says it to this day.
She
Still says it to
lost.
this day.
That bitch
Lost by
lost.
by a landslide. By a landslide.
She got her ass handed to her.
He did. He said, here, Hillary, do you see this? This is your ass. Here it is. Here, let me hand it to you.
The
She did.
worst, the worst president in the United States mopped the floor with you.
Ooh, really good too. Really good. So that's gonna have
I
to sit
mean,
with her bad.
Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson don't have nothing on what Donald Trump did to Hillary. I mean,
No,
but
no,
but
no, no.
everyone reaps what they sow, and the one thing that I think I find some positives in the Biden campaign. I like that he's preaching unity, and I think that that kind
Right?
of thing, as divisive as it seems that we really aren't. And I can tell you this because I've gone in this pandemic from probably one of the most liberal places on the fucking planet to probably one
Mm-hmm.
of the more conservative places on the planet. And I can tell you that people here are the same as people back home. They might look a little different, they might dress a little different, they might talk a little different, but everybody wants
Just
the same things. They want to be happy,
mm-hmm.
healthy, you know, love their families, live their lives with
Mm-hmm.
minimal government intrusion. That's what everyone wants, you know? And
Then yes.
and like I really just feel that motherfuckers need to get off their fucking front porches and go somewhere else. Like go
I,
see how other people live. Like they ain't that different from you. And yeah,
no.
I tell you what, is that still to this day, I stick out like a sore thumb. Everybody fucking knows who I am. I'm fucking Californian. I dress way different from everybody else. I talk way different from everybody. Everybody knows who I am. At first, people
Exactly.
people were like, "Huh, what's this?" But then I walk down Main Street. People are like, "Hey, how's it going? Good to see you." You know, Hey,
Hey,
we just got
there you
some.
go.
I just pulled a pecan pie out of the oven. Do you want a slice? Nah, I don't.
Ooh, yeah.
But shit like that, like,
Like,
hey, how's your business going? How are the kids? All that shit.
that's
It's just, they're just normal folks. And I think that the devices where you're just like, well, those Trumpers, you say, you meaning the people, say Trumpers like they're
mm,
all the same thing. That's like saying black people,
mm,
you black people, like they ain't the same.
mm.
And stop talking about
Oh,
like they're the
sure.
same. And that's how the Democrats, to me, are fucking up, especially with like Latinos. Like they just say, oh, well, it's the Latin vote. Latinos are so different. Mexicans are
Hmm.
different from El Salvadorians, who are different from Puerto Ricans, who are different from Cubans, who are different from
All different.
Brazilians. All these things. They're like, they are
All.
not the same people, and you see
Mm.
how they went for Donald Trump this election is that
Oh yeah.
it just says it just says Democrats don't get me, so I'm just going to vote for this dude because at least he's entertaining.
That's always been one of the things that they've said about Democrats is that, that they don't know anything about me. They're not even thinking about me. They say that
Well, it's
about them a lot, and it's true. You can see it. You see it with certain votes, like you said, with this Latin vote or however you want to put it. But yeah, and they don't get them. And next thing you know, boom, because they lost on the lower election. I mean, the Democrats thought they were going to clean up, and it's like they're hanging on by shoestrings.
yeah,
So that shows, yeah, they don't know, all of the fucking, United States as they think they know.
yeah. Well, and it's should give us a lot of hope too because of the turnout and the integrity of the election in at very adverse circumstances. You know, uh, I've heard a lot of people talk about voter fraud, and like, I'm sure that it happens. You can't say that there's zero voter fraud. It's like, okay,
Right.
maybe, but guess what? 99% of what you would call voter fraud is somebody who forgot that they already sent in their mail in ballot and went in and voted provisionally because they couldn't find it. That's
Right. Exactly.
99%
And
of
they say that when
quote
they come
unquote
in, I
voter
can't
fraud.
find it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And that's what even Bill Barr even said it. Like the way he even said it, he said like there was no fraud that they saw would have made any amount of difference to the election. Like he said
right.
it like in that type of way. Like
Yeah.
he wasn't even denying because even I know I'm like, yeah, some motherfuckers did some fraud shit. That both sides. Come on now, but like you said, there wasn't enough that it was going to fuck up the election.
Yeah. Well,
So
it
it
would be impossible on the level of the sheer amount of people that voted. It would be impossible to swing that election, like without being caught, like, with your pants down around your ankles. How many
it's
millions of votes? Like, how many millions? Eight, nine, however
eight.
many, eight. You can't just
Yeah,
pull
about
that
eight.
out of a hat, man. Not even David Blaine could do that shit.
Yeah, you can't, and that's what you try. That's what I even tell people. I'm like, how do you think that it was? It couldn't have been. I mean, there's too many of us. Everybody was down for the count, pretty much this time.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
there's a lot of motherfuckers out when Obama was there, but this time, motherfuckers were down for the
yeah.
fucking count.
And you can't cry fraud when you, like you said, see that the Republicans came up big on the down ticket elections. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. How is it that
Oh,
Republicans won but not Trump? It's because people were sick of you,
right,
dude.
right. And that's what I said that too. I said, so you figure the Republicans? I said, do you not think that those motherfuckers would have got goddamn McConnell out of there? I mean, you think they would have left Mitch McConnell in there? Fuck no, they would have got
Yeah,
him out of there.
yeah,
They would have.
they could have.
So yeah, like don't bullshit us on that. Yeah, it's just some of those things are funny when you hear them and you're just like, oh, come on,
Well, I mean,
But there's, uh-huh.
the thing is like, okay, Trump might have had a point if he was up in all the polls by 11% or 7%, whatever Biden was, and then he turns out he
Right,
loses it by that same margin. But that's not what happened. He was down in the polls. He lost by basically that same margin. It's like, That
Right.
kind of shit, but again, these are the same people like we were talking about earlier about they're not wearing masks because they've been lied to so many times. This is the thing is we've all been lied to so many times, but yet we keep going back to the trough to see if we can they'll tell us some nuggets of truth. You know, like
Right.
like I know you're
And
lying
and
to me
they,
right now. I know you're lying to me. I'll be back tomorrow though. You're going to tell me the truth
yeah,
tomorrow though, right?
right.
I'll
You're gonna
check
be
I'll
there because yeah, because I mean, I even said too about them lying. I said, look, if the motherfucker's gonna lie when he won, and now he's lying and claiming the same goddamn thing, like what are you supposed to believe, right? Because when he won, it was voter fraud, right? And then when he lost, it was voter fraud. So like if your kid came and told you that same lie, what would you do? Would you listen to that motherfucker? You'd be like, no, motherfucker, go away.
No,
You
no. I mean, I was talking more about the media. The media is telling you they just keep lying to you every day. Like,
oh
hey, look at all
yeah,
this shit. You could
Johnny,
even if you got
yeah,
sick, you shouldn't travel or whatever. But for Trump,
oh yeah,
the reason why I think that we're not seeing him in the media anymore is that even Republicans and those who voted for him are sick of him. One of the reasons why a lot of people like Trump is because he was a perceived winner. And
yeah,
winners, even when they lose, they don't act like bitches, which is the perception. Like, I've talked with people around town, they're like, yeah, I like Trump, but like he's acting like a straight up bitch right now. And nobody likes that. People who want the strong man, right? Everyone's like, well, they voted for him because they just want the strong man. Okay, well, when the
oh,
strong man is been, you know, emasculated, like how does he take an
right,
L? Like that's when you're a real man. Is how you take an L. And now they see, oh,
exactly.
he's a bitch. Okay, forget it. Never mind.
And he only did it to himself. I mean, and you're right. You step up. Hey, you won Biden. Let's come on in. Let's do this. Let's work together. I mean, he could have gone out and ended his presidency on an okay note. He could have done that. I mean, really, think about it. He could have sung praises about the fucking vaccine. He could have came in and been nice with Joe Biden and shown up the fucking Democrats and said, "Hey, I'm the bigger man," blah blah blah, and all that, and still helped out and did it. But nope, no, he gets to ride out on this bullshit, and you're just sitting there going, "Dude, come on, man. This is why people voted you out. This is
Well, it's
you know,
also why nobody's talking about him right now, right? Like the media sees that this is a dead horse. Like we can't keep beating this anymore. Who do we got to scare to keep our numbers up? What kind of boogeyman do we need to make? And so, they have this temporary reprieve of the coronavirus, which by all numbers and trends, if you look at it, we're going in the right way. We're going in the right way.
right,
And we
right,
have been
exactly.
for a minute. All the Thanksgiving, everyone's going to die after Thanksgiving didn't actually happen, right?
Yeah, yeah, it didn't. I was saying that the other day to my wife. I was like, "Hey, shouldn't a lot more motherfuckers be sick and dying from Thanksgiving? Because that didn't they say there was going to be a boost in it? No, I'm like, the only place I think that may have a boost or whatever, and they're fucking going on, I guess, lockdown again is across the pond, shall we say?
Oh,
I think
really?
they're saying that, yeah, they're closing some shit down. They're like, no, and supposedly again, it might be the media lying because it probably could be, but supposedly, I guess there's a new mutated. Uh,
Yes, that's
I,
the new boogeyman. The
yes, there it
mutated,
is.
the supposed mutated virus. Yeah, the boogeyman.
Exactly.
We better
Yeah,
lock
because
down for another six months, Lou. Don't leave your house. Even
yeah,
if you
that
have a mask, don't leave your house.
I'm still waiting for those murder hornets and shit to come through.
Oh man, it's like, uh, uh, yeah, you you now have to wear a mask when you're alone inside your own house.
Yeah,
That's now the law.
the law.
We're gonna have random checks. The police are just gonna come and knock on your door.
Yeah,
You
you
better
have
have
this
that
camera in
mask. You, be,
your
you
back.
better have a mask. And by the way, let me search your property real quick to make sure that you are compliant in all the other laws that we just passed. I don't know, man.
Exactly. You ain't got 12 family members up in this house.
Right, right. It's like they're searching for Anne Frank up in your shit.
Yeah. On Christmas Day, they come in looking like UPS. Ding dong. Hey, it's UPS. You're like, no, don't open it. And they just come busting in and check to make sure you have what, 4 people in your family or some shit. Now they're gonna probably start taking family members away. Oh well, you got 7. All right, we'll take 2 of them out. We'll put them over here for now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. We'll just throw them over here in this camp.
yeah, really. But they better not tell me they're coming from my father-in-law like that. I'll have that motherfucker in his wheelchair out front. I'll be like, take him where you go. Take that motherfucker. Oh, can't have him in the house. He's too old. He might get sick from one of us. Oh, shit. I promise you I'd have that quick.
Yeah. Well, we're only a family of 4, but I can
Oh,
tell
so,
everybody that we will have people over for Christmas.
oh, right. Boo. What are you making for Christmas?
Hoping to shoot some pheasants this week. I meant to get out
Nice.
today, but today I just needed a
Just,
day.
just couldn't, huh?
I
I hear
worked
you.
out, worked out really hard. Took some LSD and lost track of time. Why the podcast is so late. I swear to God, I thought it was like 12:30. And then I look
Dude,
at my phone and it was 3, and I was like, where did that 2.5 hours go? Like I just
I was standing there doing like you do, like you're about to jump in on a double dutch because I was about to take some shrooms before this motherfucker, my damn self. I was like, why don't I be nice and clean for right now? Let me just have some Irish coffee through this motherfucker. I tell you, boy, I promise you, I really was. I was like, ooh, ooh, but I might just take that on in tonight because it's the kids are off from school. Is your kids off from school now?
nope, they got to go to school
Nope.
tomorrow.
Oh, mine are done for the 2 weeks. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
My
So I mean, not like I had to get.
kids have Monday and Tuesday, and
Mm.
then Wednesday is when it starts for them.
Oh, all right, cool,
Uh,
cool, cool.
yeah.
Shit, that's when it starts for you again, huh?
Well, I'm taking the Wednesday off pretty much, so
ah,
I'm gonna go hunt. I'm
okay.
gonna go hunt. I'm gonna hunt all day Wednesday, trying to get as many fucking birds and
Mm.
whatever varmints I can.
Right, right. For the good old
So
smorgasbord come Christmas Day. That's
yeah.
nice.
Otherwise, what are we gonna do Christmas Day? That's a good point. I don't think because we're buying a quarter of a cow, but
Nice.
we're not
Fuck
getting
yeah.
that until like the second week of January. My freezer's
Oh,
basically empty now. It's got like some like frozen
oh, I
spinach and
really envy you with
blueberries.
that. I envy you with that fucking freezer. God damn it! Shit, I was telling that to my wife the other day. I'm like, we need to just get a freezer up in this motherfucker.
It's the way to
Stack
go,
this.
dude. Think about it. So for me, a half a cow is $1,600, and so I'm
Right.
splitting it with my friend. So it's $800 for a quarter of a
800.
cow. So that's enough meat to get us by for a good 6 to 8 months at least.
At least. At
You
least.
know,
Oh,
and that's not talking about all like the bones and all the other stuff that we can get to make
you're
stock
gonna
and
make.
soups and
I
all
was
that.
gonna say, oh, it's gonna be delicious. Oh, mm, mm,
So
mm.
um, that's a pretty good deal for just
That is.
have the only prerequisite is that you have to have a freezer to store it in. Because that's
Oh, what a
a
great
quarter of
reason
a
to get us
cow.
free.
A quarter of a cow might not sound like a lot, but just go up to a
Yeah.
cow that stands about up to your chin. And think
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
splitting that thing in 4 and then stuffing it in your freezer.
Exactly. Your freezer ain't gonna be. Yeah. There's not gonna
No,
be a gap in that motherfucker to save its life. God damn it.
no. And I'm
Shit.
thinking about buying half a pig come the spring.
I was gonna say when you gonna get that pig. God damn it.
Well,
Oh,
I'm up in the air between a pig and I can buy some spring lambs too. So like,
ooh,
what is it that I want more? Like a couple of lambs
mm,
or a pig? Because frankly, we don't eat a whole lot of straight up pig. Like we'll do pulled pork and all that.
right, right.
Very occasionally we'll do like ribs and stuff. But like, if it isn't bacon or sausage, chances are we're not eating it if it's pig. And so
Uh,
I can make a shit ton of sausage, you know,
yeah.
but
Why
like
don't you do that?
uh I mean I could, but
Yeah. Do
honestly,
that. Make your own bacon. He's like, I don't want to do all that shit.
the you know, the body is not willing. You know, the mind
Yeah.
might be able, but the body is not willing.
Yeah. The mind is willing, but the flesh is weak. Goddamn shit. I know
So,
that one. And I just learned how to do bacon just right. Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, well, I don't know about, because on some pigs, like the pigs that they make for bacon pigs are different than just a regular pig, you know.
Little pig out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think these are just
that's
normal
true.
pigs. So, but they're
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers. Do you
I
think
was
about a
gonna say
half
this
a pig?
bit of fat. Oh, that's a
That's a
lot.
lot of meat. Holy shit.
That's a lot of butt meat. That's for goddamn sure, huh?
Shoulders and hocks and, all that. Loins. We're
Ooh,
talking about a
God,
loin, like 4.5 feet long.
that's,
You
ooh,
know?
ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's a
That's a lot.
that's
I
a
was gonna
big
say that's a
hunk.
lot of. That's like once you get it, you still have to do work by cutting it down and throwing it in the fucking, whatever they call those freezer bags and all that. Mm,
Yeah.
but it'd still be some good eating. Shit, I'm thinking about how those pork chops would taste. Ooh, delicious, nice and fresh too. Oh, oh.
Yeah.
uh,
So I don't know. I mean, that's where I'm at. Like, gonna try to get some pheasants, or else I guess we just eat macaroni and cheese for Christmas, or
I
we do,
heard that.
or we do like the real Jews do, and we just order Chinese food. But I'll tell you what is that the kids
There's
are
got to
gonna
be
be
one open somewhere.
real disappointed in me if I don't come back with a couple of roosters on
Uh,
Wednesday. So that's all I'm gonna do.
uh,
Just gonna go out, get all my warm weather gear, got my gun all
oh,
oiled up and cleaned,
ready to
just
go.
just sitting in my closet.
Nice. Did you give her a name yet?
No, I don't give shit names. But it's funny because my gun, it's locked, but
Right.
it's just sitting on the floor. Muzzle up
Yeah.
in my closet. And the kids will go in there and look, they're like, Dad, there's your Pure. That's a shotgun. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't worry,
Yeah.
the ammo is stored in a whole other building. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't
Except for
worry.
that one you need when that motherfucker breaks in.
No, that's why I
While
got.
the dog's stopping them,
Yeah,
then
that's
you
why I
could
got
be
a gun.
loaded just right. Yeah. Well, that's what I tell everybody. That's why I got one. Shit. While the dog is confronting the motherfucker coming in, I'm getting my weapon out. So, hey, got people calling 911 and you got one motherfucker putting one in
Well, it's like I got the gun locked up. The ammo's in the
out
garage,
in the whole.
and then the
Yeah.
key. Where's the
Yeah.
key to the lock? I honestly am not sure. So if you wake me up in the middle of the night, this I don't buy a gun for home defense. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, you come knocking in the middle of the night, you're gonna get a dog and somebody
Maybe a
calling 911.
maybe a baseball bat. I know where that is.
A baseball bat and somebody dialing 911. But again, that's why you get a dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's like why I always say, OJ did it because the dog didn't bark. That's so always get a dog. Oh, that's how you know. Anything goes off, a dog barks. No matter what, you fart in the next room, the dog will
Yeah, my dog has gotten its like dog confidence, and you'll send it outside, and all the next thing you know, it's just like ruff, 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 ruff. It's just barking for like 15 minutes. You're like, somebody's gonna throw a poisoned milk bone over my fence. I better bring the
bark.
dog inside. Ours is the
Yeah.
only dog who barks like that on the in the block. Nobody else's
Oh,
dog, and everybody has a dog, at least one. Everybody
damn.
has a dog, and
But do
ours is
they
the
all have
only one.
puppies? You
There's
got
a
a
bunch of
pup.
pups. Yeah, there's a couple of pups. There's this
Uh-uh.
cute, like right over kitty corner across the alley. There's this really cute Trump supporter, by the way.
No.
Black lab pup, very cute.
Mm.
And then my friends down the street, they got a boxer pup, just like what, like 2 weeks ago, a week ago. Which
Right?
seems like a really weird time to for dogs to be having puppies in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
Like I thought they
I,
had them in like the spring and summer.
well, they usually, but if this is a breeder of them, then they're trying to breed them all year round to make that money.
Yeah, it's pretty sure it's a breeder. But you know how they
Yeah.
say it's like it's kitten season. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember, motherfuckers would be out in front of the Safeway with a box,
Free kittens.
and they just say free kittens, and you'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, look at those kittens.
Yeah. Now you don't see that shit anymore. That's a trip. You don't.
I would
Shit.
love to see someone do that, like mask up and just go out
Right?
there with a box. It doesn't even have to have kittens in it. Just like record kitten sounds and just see what people do.
That's a good one. Yeah, we got free kittens here. You want a kitten? Come on. Come on. They're free. You can cook it with it, whatever you want. Come on. Um, somebody would call, some Karen would call on you. That's for goddamn sure.
Well, that's what we do it upright. We make sure that it's like will it'll be a black family with this cute as a button
Oh,
little girl dressed up in like
oh,
this Sunday best with like the afro puffs on the side, and
yeah.
she's just holding the sign "Free Kittens," and then like dad is sitting in like a Coleman camper's chair,
Oh, just
kind of
right to
sitting,
the teeth.
just really do it up nice, and then see what happens.
Give him a little, give him like a little bell.
Yeah, I mean, we all need some form of laughter and entertainment in this world, and you got to get it however you got to get it.
And why you bullshitting? I love laughing just like the next person.
Well, it seems that most people don't like laughing nowadays. They'd rather be
No,
either scared
combative.
or angry. Yeah, it's like
Right.
it's very saddening. But I've heard a lot of people say, people who I respect, like say, you know what? Once this COVID thing is done, we're going to see a resurgence, like a party atmosphere, a blossoming of art and music and science like we haven't seen in a really long time because people are so
Mm.
anxious to get out and to start living their lives again. Like we haven't forgotten what it's like to go to a movie, and
No.
sit in a seat, and then with the floors are still sticky because no one cleaned them.
Mm.
We haven't forgotten what that's like to just get on the bus, you know.
Right. And not have a care in the world. Go sit in a bar. Go,
Yeah, yeah.
like that. Dine out. Go shopping. I mean, really, like even I'm like, well, damn, I need to get some shoes. Shit, now I gotta go. You gotta get all masked up and everything to go get a pair of shoes. It's like, fuck it, I'll just gamble on the internet and just say, I hope they got my size. Click.
Well, yeah, that's hard too, because fuck, dude,
Yeah.
all those stores, complaining about all the politicians not caring that those people businesses are going under, but like, oh, I mean, there's some of us who'd rather just do that. I know that I've done it on occasion where I'm just like, I need underwear. I just don't want to deal with this. I'm just going to order it, you know?
Yeah.
And you're just like,
Hmm. And you
that
know
keeps
that
the UPS in business,
yeah, and
My
keeps them in
UPS
business.
guy is really happy. My FedEx delivery guy is super happy. But like, you know, I did
You look.
I went down there's still one thing I got to get for the family, but on the street where we have our business is Main Street USA. It's called Main Street, and there's a bunch of small
Nice.
businesses down there. So I went supported them this past week, either buying lunch from the cafe or a cup of tea
Right, right.
here, some gift certificates there, and
Nice. Place
whatnot.
known.
So yeah, so
Go
it's
support your local business.
yeah. I mean, if you want them to be there next year, if you don't care, then don't. Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because even I know where I'm going to go to get my shoes, and it's actually just a spot right down the street here, and it says on their cobblers, motherfucker does repair shoes. I've taken it there a couple of times, and motherfuckers got shoes just for sale. Like, oh, okay, at the regular at a good price. So I'm like, well, fuck it, I'll just keep going there, and it's just right down the street, and it's in house, so to speak. And and I know where the money's going, where it's needed to them.
Yeah.
Not to some conglomerate.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that your shoes, you look like someone who, uh, how like people in wheelchairs, they have brand new shoes because they never use
Yeah,
them. Your shoes
yeah,
are kind of like that, except for they're like the guy who got out of his wheelchair bunch and fell down. That's why they're all scuffed
yeah,
up.
yeah. You
Those are there's just these clod hoppers. That's probably the best way I
just
can
something I
describe
can
them.
slip in and slip out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are like little clob hoppers. Yeah, let me see. Hold on. You can, yeah, I got them right here.
I
Shit.
apologize for my chair squeaking. I know it's like I've oiled the fuck out of it and it's still squeaking a little bit, so I apologize. Oh yeah. I mean,
Uh, you see
that
how I
looks like
walk on them.
something Grandpa wears to go get his paper and a pack of more cigarettes.
My Salem's. I go down and get my Salem's or a pack of cools. A pack of cools and a fifth of J&B, please.
Sounds like a rough night.
Only if I had Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah.
Mm. That was good Irish coffee right there. Mm. Irish coffees are good, even without whipped cream. Didn't have any whipped cream, so I had to go without. But hey,
Why?
it's always
Why?
delicious.
Yeah, I noticed you've been doing that lately, drinking Irish coffees. Why you've been doing that?
Just felt like a switch up. It's cold outside, so you want something warm.
Motherfucker, holler at me. It's like 24 today, and I was like, stepped outside. I
Mm,
was like, oh, it's warm.
well, you go, my brother.
It's
Wouldn't be
come
warm
on.
for my monkey ass out there. Well, you go, Cletus. Fuck all that. It's cold, so usually it's cold here, so I'll just warm me up with a nice drinky poo. Warm with the coffee, then warm with the whiskey. Oh, it's lovely. And
Mm.
it's even funny when I watch my wife take a drink of it and she doesn't know. Another one coffee and she gets a big old and I just look at her, I'm like, see, that's why you asked. And then sometimes she'll ask, I'm like, oh no, no, there's no liquor.
That's funny.
Ain't nothing like that is. Oh shit. Your kids
So,
ever mistake? Did you ever like have vodka in a glass and your kids mistake it for water?
no, my
Your
kids
kid,
have known always, even when they're little, they'd see a glass of clear something sitting on the table, and they'd say, "Is this water?"
oh
And
yeah,
then
no, my kids jumped right in. Oh
my
yeah,
kids have
no, they had to
never,
learn that lesson.
they never did. They never even came close. It's like, yeah, that's water. And then they realized the kinds of glasses that vodka comes in versus water.
Yeah,
And so if they
it's a
would pick
little
up one of
hot.
those glasses, they would say, "Is this water?" And be like, "Nope, nope, that's not water." Or, you know,
Yeah, my
It never
kid.
happened to my knowledge. I'll put it
So
that way.
you're not.
So that
uh,
one of them might have drank it and then went and taken a long nap or something. But I
those are lovely.
knowing
Yeah.
the dramatic kids that I have, I'm sure that I would have known about it, and I would have known about it for days.
Yeah, I've actually been there a couple times to watch it with because they only do it once when they forget to ask if it's water. I'm
Yeah,
on. They take that big gulp, and I'm just sitting there look. Couple of them they swallowed it. One just spit it out because I was looking at them when they did. I said, yeah, yeah, I bet you won't swallow that. And they spit it all out. One spit it all out. The other two took a big gulp of it, and I was like, give it here, get away, stop. You can't do. They all gave that look, but they all to this day.
yeah.
It's just so. And you're not doing it on purpose. You ain't trying to get family services to the house. You ain't doing shit, but
No, I mean
sometimes.
if you have a drink on the table and a kid, uh,
Yeah,
there's a famous story in my wife's family about uh, one of the cousins siblings of her generation that he was probably like I don't know 6 or 7, and they were at a Christmas party actually, and the father was drinking, some kind of like amaretto sours or something like that, some kind of like,
right,
you know, slightly sugary drink, but still not great. And
right, right.
he he thought he was like, "Whoa, I better slow down. I've been drinking a lot of these." And then it turns out was the kid was drinking them on purpose. That is like a 6 or 7 year old. Now a
Oh,
grown adult who has gone on to live a fruitful life, but like whatever got into
but
that kid,
staggering home that night.
I mean,
It was tasted good to him. Shit, that's
I I went through a phase where I liked amaretto sours too, so I ain't gonna judge.
Mm. Oh, that's just sour. Yeah,
Not
that's
now. That's why we're called adults. But I'm telling you, there
yeah.
was a
Now,
time when I was like 19, 18.
getting all the. Oh yeah,
You knew the
yeah.
bars in town where you could go, and then I knew a couple quote unquote bartenders. You could bartend, but not be able to drink
You could
back then.
drink right.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, uh-huh. Because
Yeah, yeah.
we'd go to their shifts, we'd show up, sit at the bar, order like someone would order a Coke and it would just be filled with rum. You know, what are they doing down there? Oh, they're just having sodas.
Yeah, they're just having sodas. They're fine. Why is that guy on the floor? Oh, he's trapped. He's fine. Get him up. Get him up.
Oh, those were the days. I don't. Can you do that now as a kid? Do you think? Can you?
Ah,
Are those bars that they're not underground, right? They
right.
you can go to them, but they're just known as
Yeah.
like that's where the younger
Yeah.
crowd hangs out,
There
underage.
has to. Yeah. See, again, you and I, we old now. I don't know where those are at. I mean, yeah, there's got to be some. I mean, they were there when we were kids, when our parents were kids, but they didn't really have to worry about all that. They
Well, I
just
mean, even when, it was harder when I was a kid to get booze or beer, whatever. It wasn't impossible though. You just asked like
right.
older coworker, "Hey man, here's 20 bucks. Will you get me a case of Molson?" You know,
Yeah, and
like
then whatever you want, just
yeah, 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 and like, keep the change or whatever. And it would happen all the time. And you knew the bars that you could go to. You knew there are certain liquor stores at certain times of the day
yes,
that you could go in
yes.
there and
There was a
buy
few of them
shit.
that we had.
And
Yeah, come up with the 6 pack and motherfucker would just sell it to you. Oh yeah, yeah. There was a few of them. There was one over at the bottom of Noriega. We would go to one. Shit. There's another two or three that were up on Terraville. We used to just be able to go in, get the beer, get a fifth of whatever, and we just walk right out. I knew there was a one liquor store that was on Ocean, and this dude actually if you'd show a fake ID to him or whatever, he'd take it and take out a big ass fucking like machete knife and like put it right through that motherfucker and shit like that. Yeah, it was this other Asian guy store. It's just like by where the old fucking Blockbusters was. If anybody knows, that's years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
But over there was this one big liquor store that, yeah, we all knew you couldn't really go up in that motherfucker because they didn't believe. Yeah, he was fucking always and shit. And they used to try to get my ass to go in there because, I had a mustache since fucking, 12th grade. I mean, since I was 12. So I would never go in that one. I was like, oh, fuck no, that motherfucker, no. They'll take my shit. No, But yeah, there used to be a bunch of places. Bunch. Or
Yeah.
yeah, like you said, or somebody that was older than you. Shit, I used to get our fucking security guard in high school to buy us our fucking beer. Oh shit, some good old public schooling right there.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Oh, like you said, those were the days. Goddamn
They sure were. All right, old Lou, this has been
it.
episode 111.
Oh shit, 111. Damn,
So,
like that. Congratulations on that. Congratulations. Some shows
congratulations.
don't even make it.
Congratulations to all the listeners for making it through,
Thank
and with their sanity in check.
I should thank them. You're right. You're right. I like to thank all you motherfuckers for listening. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Anyway,
you.
old Lou, I've got clam chowder cooking downstairs. I can smell it, and so I'm going to
Oh
tell
shit.
you. You know what they say.
Oh, you know what they say? They say suck a dick, kissing ass, motherfuckers, with a tie to plug my home.
Where's my Tabasco sauce?